Hello, everybody, and welcome to my 11th episode of the Quest of a Narnia Fan. And as you can see, I've got a new layout. This is actually a really cool thing because now I could be able to show more pictures than what I did last time. And yeah, so I hope you guys like this. And yeah, the news we got today is that you guys, obviously, some of you guys know, Joe Johnston attended Comic Con in Paris last week, and he was interviewed about the movies he's been working on, and he also talked about the Silver Chair films. Okay, so what he says about the fourth film is that it's the fourth film in the series. It's totally new, different studio. It's Sony and Mark Gordon Company. We are probably planning to shoot in New Zealand next winter. So we'd probably start prep maybe in July and then shoot in the South Island of New Zealand. It's a little bit darker than the other Narnia films. I think The Silver Chair was darkest of the books. It's classic literature, really. I think the work of C.S. Lewis is amazing. Even though they were written for children, it's classic literature, and I just thought that this would be fun. Now, obviously, as you guys know, back in May, he did a Q&A, and what he says about the locations, he's hoping to film in New Zealand, which is actually a really nice place. I mean, I've looked it up on the on Google Images, and the way they have beautiful landscapes, I think it's amazing. I think it'd be perfect if they filmed the Silver Chair there. And the next question he asked was, is this movie going to be the same as the first three, or is it going to be different? And he said, no, I don't want it to look like the other films. I want an audience to look at the Silver Chair and think, this is a whole new vision of the Chronicles of Narnia. In fact, I don't even want to reference the other films. It's like starting a whole new thing. Now, obviously, I'm not really sure what I say about this one because the internet is still calling it a reboot, which does not make any sense. And when he says about the trilogy, it doesn't make any sense. I was hoping to get some really straight answers for what he means about the trilogy thing. So I think I'm pretty sure he obviously forgot one book. I mean, I'm excited, but I'm not excited at the same time. But there's also another thing I want them to do with Silver Chair is that I also want them to have less handholds and more tripod holds. I don't want it to be like Voyage of the Dawn Treader where the camera keeps shaking. It's just really annoying. It just makes it look like a fan-made video. I really don't want that. And I also would actually want them to have the Christian parallels from this book. And this is actually a spoiler, so if you have not read The Silver Chair, please don't watch this video. What happens see, a couple weeks ago, or a few months ago, I think, Glumpuddle, Rillian, and Jim Fan, they did a podcast for Talking Beast, and they were talking about the resurrection with King Caspian, I mean, and they're really hoping to put that in there because it's obviously a very important scene, and plus it's actually true because I mean when Aslan commanded Eustace to pluck a thorn into his paw and let the blood drip into the water to make the prince young again, the blood is actually a parallel to the blood of Christ, and I really want them to have that in there. I am still disappointed that none of the original actors will return. I mean, I really want them to just recast Eustace and to have the same actors, but unfortunately they're too famous, which I know is an absolute shame for me. And I know Douglas Gresham said he wants to make the movie independent, so obviously he wants it to be a lower budget film, and the actors they use are too famous, and it just really annoys me. And I mean, I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about it. And another thing I'm also open to the idea is them giving the Narnia logo a different color. And I'd be okay with that. I mean, they did that with the Harry Potter logo. And after all, I do believe HarperCollins owns it. And I also have a feeling that sometime in December, we may possibly get our release date. Because, I mean, I unfortunately don't see a 2018 release date because obviously they haven't started filming, so they're obviously going to film Silver Chair at the end of next year. Which is actually a good thing because New Zealand, where I live in America, and it's winter up here towards the end of the year, and it's pretty much the opposite. It's pretty much summer down there. So I think that would be a good time to film the movie. And I think I don't know what they're doing right now. They're probably looking for some more crew members, hopefully a music composer and costume designer, etc. And yeah, so till then, I will see you guys very soon for another episode. if there's any news on Narnia Web. And hope you guys have a good day. See ya.